Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Single Chronicles podcast. That is, I am your girl R.S. Lewis, aka Insomniac Writer, and today we are doing another confession / dating horror stories. You guys seem to like these because I keep getting them. Anyway, this is in regards to a girl that went over to somebody's house, hung out, and things didn't go as planned. Actually, they went horrendous. So, if you're new here, make sure you heart, favorite, save this podcast, do whatever you got to do so that you be notified of new episodes, which air weekly. And if you're watching this on YouTube, because yay, I'm on YouTube with the podcast, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified. You know, all that good stuff. That's what you're doing. Anyway, let's get started. For everyone else, welcome to the Single Chronicles. We're just going to keep on rolling because I don't want to stop. So, yeah, I'm recording this here on my laptop, and then I am going back and doing, whatever. So, all right, guys, let's start off real quick and just say, I want to say thank you to everyone who's been sticking with me. I appreciate you, to all the fans. I don't want to call you fans, friends and family that share this podcast, tune in, get the views up. To those that are subscribed to my YouTube channel, when I first started the podcast, the Single Chronicles itself, even when I started it, did it on Instagram and on my stories, like, I love y'all. If it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be doing any of this. This would not be a thing. This started as just something to entertain myself through therapy. So I just wanted to get that off my chest and say thank you so much for the support, for the people rocking the merch, buying stuff out of the store. Like, yo, I love y'all. And I got a flash sale coming up. I'm not going to promote that today because I haven't actually put the details, but stay tuned. We do have a flash sale coming up pretty soon in the wellness store. I'm sorry, in my merch store. Back to this. Man, oh man. If you are tuned in, another quick thing. Last week's episode that I did is now on YouTube. It took me a minute to edit because it's a long video. Like, once I do edits, add stuff in. There was a deleted scene, so that's in there. It's pretty lengthy, so it's a little longer than what you heard on Spotify or iHeartRadio, wherever you listen to your podcast at, but it has everything. Then you see all my mannerisms and everything else, so yeah, there's that. Now, back to this. Okay, so I got a message, and I have to read this one via Instagram. Someone sent me, they had a confession. I had put it up on my stories again, and I was like, oh, damn, here we go.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
So now I gotta scroll because I got a couple of them. But baby girl had it coming. So yeah, I don't know if y'all can, whatever, it's too bright. But the point is that, yeah, it I didn't even have like a formulated response to it. I was just like, all right, well, I guess I'll say whatever comes to mind when I talk about it. But anyway, let's read it. Here is the confession. And yes, she wants to remain very anonymous. Obviously, you'll see why. Because I don't blame her. Anyway, so I've been talking to this guy for about a month. We went on one date, but one night he asked me to come over. I'd already got wax below, so all I had to do was get showered, throw on some perfume, get dressed. Before I headed out, I decided to get some McDonald's to munch on because I was starving. I already know where this was going to go. Like, the minute I read McDonald's, that word, I already knew that the date was going to be a disaster. That shit is not fucking food. And I'm not saying that because I'm on this health kick. Like, I know I kind of got like an NDA type thing, but I don't work for them anymore. So, and what they're going to do, sue me for a little bit of unemployment? It's not fucking food. Like, it's food. It's edible chemicals is what it the fuck is. No fast food is. Not just McDonald's, any of them. But let me finish. Big mistake. You don't say. Because he was ready to order some food. I didn't want to be rude, so I let him buy me a shrimp platter from the seafood spot nearby. This just sounds good. It's just getting worse. Maybe I should have put it on that horror story thing that I was planning on doing. Um, I didn't put it by the wayside. I just put it on the back burner. But anyway, back to this. I don't know if it was the butter on the shrimp or the honey, but eventually my stomach felt a little weird. I didn't pay it any mind. I figured I'd be okay until I got home later. Okay. We chilled for a bit, but before things got heated, I went to go freshen up. Well, all that food went out. I'm sorry. Yo, I ended up taking a monster smash in his bathroom. Luckily, I had some perfume and spray while I flushed multiple times. I was a little tipsy because I didn't notice all of it didn't go down, but I wanted to fuck, so I cleaned myself up below, and went back to my date. I let him dick me down, not to mention eat it all up. Oh my god, yo, he ate the fuck out of my pussy. Not knowing I just took a dump. Anyway, I got dressed and ready to go. As I left, I realized he had a roommate. I didn't realize he had a roommate. I literally walked out of the bathroom just he literally walked out of the bathroom just as I was leaving. I knew he knew what I did. Yo, I saw his face and I didn't care. I ran out of there before he could say anything. I blocked dude and his I blocked dude on Instagram and on my phone. I never spoke to him again. Whew. Yo, this ain't gonna be a long episode at all. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to laugh because yo, I've been there. Like I've been there, and I've I've had not in this particular situation, but I've had some food that didn't agree with me and they wanted out. Um, and I've been in some like we've all been in a place where we didn't want to do that at, and it just was like fuck, I gotta do it. What am I supposed to do? Hold it? Go on myself?
Move, bitch!
So, I feel her pain, but like I don't even know what to say. Like I really don't. Maybe I should have thought about this episode a little bit more before I aired it. But anyway, okay. First of all, that was just wrong on so many levels. Okay. First thing is you took a smash and I'm not saying you can't clean yourself thoroughly, but how clean can you get yourself and you're drunk and you're at somebody else's house? It'd be one thing if you were in your own place and that was somebody you have been with before sexually, like a boyfriend, husband. And at that point, y'all don't give a shit. Y'all done walked in the bathroom while y'all on the toilet and stuff like that. That's cool. But this is somebody that you are making a first impression on. All right, I don't feel so good. I had, whatever. Like, you just went back casually and had sex with this man, knowing that you just took a fucking smash. Like, yo, chicks really don't be caring. I ain't trying to judge. Like, I'm not trying to judge. Like, she had something to drink. She got the shrimp platter. She had the McDonald's. You fucked up with the McDonald's, but it could have went that way either way. Like, I've gone like I remember one time I went to Clock Bar with my dude back in the day, and this was before I went kosher. I got like the seafood platter. We had like a thing of steamed shrimp. We had some crab legs. I think I had got the Alaskan crab legs, and we had alcohol, like a lot of alcohol. So at some point during that night, my stomach was like, so not to be TMI, but it happens. That was my boyfriend. At that point, we had been together for a long time. Shit, we both was fucked up in the stomach. So, you know, like the next morning was just not a fun morning. Anyway, TMI, I know, but the point is that no one's telling you. I'm not going to sit up here and say bodily functions, especially at the result of putting something that shouldn't be there in the first place, alcohol, bottom dweller as scavenger fish, McDonald's, and I'm not judging about, that. Well, I'm judging about that. But the point is when you put foods in your body recognize it, has to recognize it as something it could do with, health wise, like, all right, carbs, proteins, fats, all that stuff takes the macros and pushes it to wherever it needs to push it to get those organs and muscles and things to function. Everything else gets stored as fat or pushed out as waste. So the point is that, all right, if you put something in your body and your body ain't agreeing with it, at some point you got to get it, most of it out anyway, because your body's only going to use but so much of it. It's just that we just got accustomed to eating too fucking much. But that's beside the point. Regardless of such, going to the bathroom, taking a number one, number two, having gas, all that stuff is natural. Like, females do it just like men. Like, let me tell you something. Men and women are very much different. Yes, that's a known fact. But our digestive systems aren't that much different, if different at all. We still have the same digestional tract. We both have a small intestine, large intestine. We have a stomach. We have gut. We have all these things. The only difference is when you get down below the belly button is the libido area. His body part is my body part. And that's, if you think about it, if you look at if you remember from biology class, the way the clitoris and all that other stuff is designed is not much different than a penis. Actually, I think that's how they, do like gender reassignment surgery. It's kind of similar. They figured that out a long time ago. The point is that men go, women go. Women need to stop being shamed. We put this I can understand what dates you on your best behavior. Like, I'm not trying to pass gas. I don't want to go when my period is on. I don't want to do anything that's going to mess up this day. We have so much shit we got to worry about. Men, to some extent, I assume so too. I remember, like, being on a date with a guy. He let one off. He let one rip. And I didn't care. I'm like, he was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Why? Your body is releasing gas. It's not safe to hold it in. Now, it's rude to just rip it off while y'all doing something or whatever, or you in close proximity. Excuse me, I gotta step away for a second. Let me air that out and go. I'm not saying be rude. I'm not saying not being civilized and uncultured and just the ogre loaf type of person. What I'm saying is that you shouldn't be shamed for your bodily function. No different that you should be shamed for tears coming out your eyes or blood coming out of your skin when you cut yourself. Like, it is a natural thing, occurring thing. Anyway, now I got that out the way. Baby girl, that was trifling shit. Like, I'm not judging, but I'm judging because, you not only, she did it, cleaned herself off, so and who's to say you drunk? Who's to say you got it all? Like, unless you use a rag, dust, all that good stuff, you know what I mean, really clean, you ain't give yourself intimate. Like, unless he had a bidet, that's different. But if he ain't have a bidet, it's only so clean that you can get. I don't know if she had baby wipes on her or not. I don't really know. But the fact is, you kind of let them go down. And don't get me wrong, it ain't like, I didn't ask for the specifics of the oral encounter, but again, there's only so much that tissue, even wet tissue, can do. Like, you need, and even baby wipes, like, you need soap and water. To hell with all that. Like, that was kind of right. And then you let, bruh. Let's say that, he was one of those types of guys that's just like smashing whatever. That can cause an infection. Like, waste can cause an infection if it gets in parts of the body ain't supposed to be. Like, even if it gets in your bloodstream, like, that's where, like, leaky gut comes from and causes parasites, because parts of your bowels get outside of the intestine or the gut or whatever and goes into the bloodstream. It's not good. No different than salmonella and all these other issues that happen as a result of waste, toxic waste, because it is toxic coming out of your body, going to somewhere in it. Like, I'm sorry. I'm just, like, that's just so messed up. Like, and I feel bad because, like, a part of me feels bad because it's like, all right, you didn't know about the McDonald's. Well, everybody know about the McDonald's, but, like, I don't know, because I've ate McDonald's before I went certain places, and it didn't bother me right away. But, and like I said, I don't know what the extent, like, if you had took an overnight bag and you intended on spending the night, then, yeah, McDonald's probably wasn't the best choice. But again, not everybody goes to the bathroom right away. Sometimes it takes a little minute, depending on what you have. I don't know. I can't speak for everybody's bathroom habits, because I know if I eat any of that shit right now, I'm gonna be dying, and that my body's gonna be like, out, get out. Sorry, that's like a poor Arnold. He says get down, but I said get out. Anyway, enough of that. I'm wondering what homie said. Like, she blocked. And see, the thing about it is that the biggest problem with this situation is that she didn't even give homie the opportunity. You didn't even give him the decency of explaining and excusing yourself. Everybody know accidents happen. You can't control everything, but at least had a decency. Like, the roommate knew what happened. I'm sure he told homie, but let's just say he did. He probably was just like, ain't none of my business, and went back in his room because he knew that boy was having a date. You didn't even know he was there, or if he had came in at some point. So apparently he was minding his business. You don't know their relationship. They could just be roommates. Look, rent's due on the 5th, electric bills due on the 10th, and that's it. But cable bills due this day. But the point is that regardless of whatever relationship that they had as roommates, whether they're friends or perfect strangers, you don't know if he told him, number one. Number two, you don't know if dude reacted in a way that he got mad. He probably would have been like, all right, it is what it is, even though you didn't warn him and y'all ended up having sex. But, and then, damn, was the shrimp platter worth it? I don't know. I'm done. I can't. I told y'all this is gonna be a short episode. I read this when I got this message the other day. I actually had two confessions come in, and I chose this one because I figured I'd have more to say. I really don't. Like, all I can say, it was wrong. Like, you wrong, but I'm glad you got it off your chest. I know that shit was eating you up alive, boo boo. I'm right here for you. I understand you wanted to tell somebody. I don't know if you've told anybody, but that being said, I know you wanted it off your chest. And guess what? That's what the Single Chronicles is here for. Confessions. We're here to confess, get shit off our spirits. We not necessarily, you might not go to a Catholic church, talk to the priest between the thing. He ain't really looking at you, you ain't looking at him. The idea of that is you're supposed to be talking to God. He's a conduit to God. But it also, sometimes when you're not looking a person in the eye, you can be more honest, you can be more open, because you don't feel their judgeful eye. So that's what the confessions are for. Nobody's judging. Like, this is like Planet Fitness, judgment free zone. Anyway, guys. Wow, this I had to take a step back for a second. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Because I don't know what else to say. Do we have a sponsor? That's what I need to figure out. Let me go check on. Somebody did actually DM me about they wanted a sponsorship on the page. They did not, however, send me their information. I'm like, I need a website. I just got your it just gave me an Insta, but anyway, we'll do that later. I will have I will actually, you know what, Miss Lady, I will promote you next week, because I need to have more information. I like to have a source, if there's a promo code, all that good stuff. So there's no promo this week. I'm going to use this opportunity. Like I did say, I was going to have a flash sale. So I want you guys to use promo code FLASH25, because since you are my podcast listeners, that is the promo code, number one. Number two, and this is on my merch store only. So I'm promoting me, promoting the show, sponsoring me, sponsoring the show. All right, regardless of such, if you want to get any of my merchandise, the Fucktivity tees, the mugs, the phone cases, which I'm about to actually take off the market. They're really good phone cases, but unless you have an iPhone, they only have like a few Samsungs. Like, other than that, it's not, like, if you got I think the Galaxy 21, 22, whatever that is, they don't have all the different, like, because Samsung literally has like 4 different versions of the same phone, and some of them are a teeny bit sized, whatever. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, back to the promo. So I am giving you guys the opportunity to cash in on my flash sale. The flash sale will be happening now today. You guys are listening to this on a Monday. So I know it's President's Day. Technically, that's the flash sale is going to go on. You're being first to know. Outside of me doing some promo, the flash sale will be Friday. And that will be February 25th. So lock it in your calendars. Flash 25 on February 25th. Save 25% the entire merch store. Now you gotta buy enough. Like, you can't just buy a certain amount of thing. Like, don't go to the website and just try to buy a mask and get 25% off. That don't work that way. The cost has to be offset by something, and I'm not paying out of pocket like that. It's the goal is, logistics. So logistics has to be made in that. You can only use one promo code. So if you want to do the free shipping versus that, if it works out cheaper for you, I still got the ship for free. That's always an option for you guys for listening, tuning in, and patronizing me. But again, February 25th, this Friday, flash sale on my merch store, and I'll put the link down in the description below. You guys can check that out. It's just my way of saying thank you, but everybody else won't know about it until after the fact, but you guys know now. So hi. And if this is aired on YouTube, if you guys are watching on YouTube, that means that the sale is going on. I like to give an early preview for my listeners on, Spotify, iHeart, whatever. But hopefully by then you guys would have been listening. And if you are notified to my YouTube channel, the sale does not end until technically Saturday morning, so you still have some time. If you saw this notification, you're like, damn, it's Saturday, you might still have some time. But anyway, that's going on all day Friday, and I might let it rock out the whole weekend. You never know. Depends on how I feel, how things are going. That is the promo, and I meant to kind of differentiate that. I did not break that up. I can break that up in post edit. But anyway, that's that. Oh my gosh. So guys, I am digging this whole I guess it's kind of like a BTS behind the scenes, me in the studio recording and you guys watching, interacting, or I'm interacting, you see my mannerisms. I be in here just tripping. I know people walk by, they can see the little window like, what the hell? What is she talking about in there? But anyway, let's get to the writer's reflections, aka the accountability corner. Yeah, it's going to be called the accountability corner today. I ain't got much to reflect on this. So let's get to, here we go, accountability corner. I just want to say thank you guys for tuning into today's episode of the Single Chronicles. We didn't have a sponsor as planned, but you still can take advantage of the sale that was mentioned before. Anyway, today's accountability corner is referring to the situation that this young lady had. Like I said, bodily functions happen all the time. There is nothing, you should not be faulted for things that your body is naturally supposed to do. Just like cycles and all those things that our bodies naturally do, whether you're a woman, man, whatever, the digestive system supersedes gender, race, all of that. All mammals have a digestive system. So you should not be shamed for that. It's nothing you should be embarrassed for. However, there comes a time where you have to be an adult and be responsible and say, hey, I had an accident, or I have a problem, or can we reschedule this? Can we do this another day? I don't feel well. It's okay. It happens. But you shouldn't put yourself in a situation to make yourself vulnerable in the first place. Now, if you are eating things and consuming things, again, I said this is the accountability corner. Your body only can function and operate based off of the fuel it's given. Same thing with a car. If I don't charge this phone with a proper charger, like if the charger is not functioning, it'll say this is the charger that came with this phone. This phone is not charging fast enough. If I don't put the right tires, oil, gas, whatever in my car, it will not work right. If I don't put the right filter in my heater at home, eventually it will not act right. You have to put the things that should belong in your body to replenish. That's what food is supposed to do, nourish and replenish. If you're putting things that are wasteful, harmful, or detrimental to such, your body's going to react to that. This is why a lot of people say they suffer from heart disease, cancer, diabetes, all these other different things, because we're putting harmful things in our body. And this is not here to be on a health kick, but I want you guys to take better care of yourselves. I can't tell you to love yourself on the Single Chronicles, love yourself enough to date someone that loves you the way you need to be loved. Well, you got to love yourself enough to put good stuff in your body. That's why I created a company called the Love Yourself Wellness Shop. And I say my slogan for the company is love yourself and put the good stuff in. Because you get one body, you get one chance, you get one life. Treat it right. I'm not knocking anyone to have a drink every now and again, or even if you had that sip of wine at night after a long day. The point is that when you constantly and consistently make detrimental choices or poor choices, and your body will feel it and it will react. Somehow, some way, somewhere down the line, you will feel the effects of that. Anyway, that is all I think I had to say. Oh, one other thing, I do want to add this again. Ladies, it's okay. Bodily functions, don't be embarrassed. However, and this goes for men too, if you're in a situation with someone or you're hanging out with someone, and it's okay to cancel a date. And this goes for work. Sometimes we feel we have to go to work. We have to do this. No, you don't. You can put things off. You can say, look, I need a sick day, or I need to postpone. I ain't feeling right. There's nothing wrong with that. If the person doesn't understand, then it's not meant to be. And you deserve better. So, I want to thank you guys again for tuning in to the Single Chronicles. I'm your girl, R.S. Lewis, a.k.a. Insomniac Writer. I used to be drunk and Insomniac Writer. Can you believe it? Anyway, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate the love you guys show me each and every week, from those promoting something that I offer, tuning in, getting the views out, sharing my posts and content. I really appreciate you. I'd rather have 12 strong, faithful listeners than to have millions of gullible followers that just aren't really taking heed to what I'm saying and just following the masses. So I just want to say thank you guys. Anyway, I'm off of here, and I'm ending this episode with my mantra, the main mantra, the first one I always end everything with, and that is to be awesome, be you, but above all else, love yourself. All right, guys, take care. I'm out of here. I am ending this podcast and this transmission. I'm about to get off. I am going to the gym now because I love my body and I need to work out because, I think I just need to work out. This is the remote to turn the camera off.